Okay. I think that's a go live situation.
That's a confirmed kill or go live.
Yeah. Okay. So it's been a minute since we did this, so we're not sure if it even works. But if it's working, welcome back to another episode of the Old Man Gaming Hour.
Or so.
So this week, we're going to do a little recap show of the RTT that we just hosted. It is the first one of the calendar year, so in the title you'll see Season 1, Episode 1. We are running a year long um, series of RTTs, and we're going to keep the season stats for all the players that attend any of the events, which we'll show you in a little bit because I have that pulled up here. Um, but yeah, I think all in all it was pretty good. Um, little bumpy getting started, um, but that's just more logistical things than anything.
With what?
But
You mean our
uh,
tournament?
just like the setup day and stuff.
Oh, yeah, just because I was out of town the
Yeah.
night before. I mean, what are you going to do, right?
I think we'll just. I don't think there's too much probably to do. I know there's some news items that have been coming out every day this week on the Warhammer community site. I think we're going to do a separate show to cover that material, just because it's not a ton, but it's a little bit, and we've had what, 6 or 7 releases now.
I don't even know. It seems like they're every day.
Yeah, so we'll do a recap of the first week or maybe the first couple weeks next week, I think.
Okay.
So, but what we're here to talk about is our tournament.
I love to hear it.
We did get a handful of new guys come attend, I should say, to this one. Some guys I've never met before. A couple of our new team member recruits showed up, and we got them playing. So all in all, pretty cool. Um, oh, what did I guess? What's your take on our season idea?
I think that it's going to be cool. I think that we're keeping track of a lot of stats, and it's uh, like I don't know how I feel about the points. Like, are we going to go over what we're keeping track of?
Yeah, I'll pull it up here in a minute once we're like after we get through all this. But um, yeah, I when I added in like the points killed you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the points killed. It seemed to be like if you won a game, it was basically you killed everything.
Well,
There
I
was
think
there wasn't too
probably.
many like when you looked at the. I'll show you in a minute if you don't have it pulled up. It's just like the winners got a bunch. The guys that lost games got very little.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to directly correlate with wins and losses. It probably does in a general sense.
Yeah.
But most people had like 3,000 points killed for the tournament. Some had a little higher. Um, I don't remember what the lowest one was, but
Me. Whatever I had was the
I
lowest one.
don't know about that. I'm not 100% sure if you were the actual lowest. You were not. There was a couple lower, but um, I think it'll just be interesting to see what that those point totals mean. Does it does it lend itself to the armies someone played, or how someone plays the game? I don't know,
Yeah.
but we're keeping track of it nonetheless.
Yeah, because it's fun. It's what we like to do.
Yeah, stats are cool. So this was held at our house games in Monroe again. That's where we're going to hold all of our RTTs for now. And let's see. I guess we don't need to do rosters. Do you want to go over how you did?
Oh, you want to start with me?
Sure.
So wait, did you bring up what we're keeping track of for points, or what? Are
You want to
we
do
are we
that
not doing
first?
it? Yeah. So we could talk about. Okay,
Okay,
let's
we
just
got
talk about. No. Fuck it. No. All right. So let's bring me up.
okay.
Where am I? Real far down. How many do we have? 22.
22. Yep,
I took 21st.
that's true.
0-3 day. Um, Played Luminath. First tournament ever for Luminath. Last tournament ever for Luminath. Uh, my highs and lows. So my low was we had an odd number. We had three late drops, and I was going to be out of the tournament. So I called up my good old pal Max Lambden, new teammate, who said he wasn't ready for tournaments and he wasn't so sure. And I talked him into coming out. He got there an hour late, so we played a 2 hour game. We finished before some people. Um, he ended up getting me, which we've played this matchup as I was teaching him to play like 100 times. So he knows exactly what to do, and I haven't come up with anything new. Excuse me. So yeah, he got me 42-11, real close game. Uh,
Yeah, that
that
kind
was
of
when
surprised me.
well, that's when I started to think, maybe these Lumineth aren't my style. So then I played another teammate in round two, Rick Ettinger. He was playing
Seraphon?
Seraphon,
Yep.
and I think it was mostly just Croak with some monsters. Or no, it was a Slan with some monsters. I killed a Slan on like turn 1 or 2, and I thought this is in the bag. And then he got me. It looked like 41-23. The thing with that one was, like, I killed a lot of stuff early. Killed a unit of his Agrodons the first turn. I killed the Slan like at the beginning of, or the second part of turn one, or maybe started turn two. Um, and then he just outlasted me. And that was that. So, yep, I took another L there, 0-2. And then I played a third teammate, which I like to see. It's good to play against all teammates. That just means that we are having a lot
Growing.
of teammates.
Yeah.
We have a lot there. And I played against Ethan, my old child of mine. And at the time, I texted Linda and I said, I'm going to give him the dub. I'm going to let him win. She's like, why? And I go, make him happy. I'm 0-2. He's 0-2, and he'll get the dub. Well, then I tried. I was like, nah, I'm not giving this kid the dub. He's gonna have to work for it.
How'd that
We
work out?
played it. We played a close one. He got me 38-32. He earned it though. Um, he just beat my ass. So not much I can do about that. So yeah, I was behind the whole game, which was the whole point. I think that was whatever Jaws of Gillette, where you could
Yeah.
start pulling off objectives, and I did everything right, but I just again, I got whittled down. I couldn't. I killed his Eidolon. I feel like kind of early. Maybe I didn't even kill it. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I lost 3 games in a row with Lumineth. I'm glad I didn't waste very much time painting him. I'm not going to probably play him again for a while. Um, I guess we could talk about my future plans after you tell about your matches.
Sure. I'll do mine quick. Um, First game of the day was a grudge match, which I did not request. For all of you, Mike out there that thought I was picking on a kid, I did not.
Somebody grudged you?
Luke grudged me, yes.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
Yeah, I knew he was out there. I'm not a bully, but Luke wanted the smoke, so I gave it to him.
All of it.
Yeah, I mean, Luke said he hadn't played any AOS since our February GT,
Okay.
and he forgot like,
How to play?
well, he asked me what was after the hero phase.
Wait a minute. He played in. He
Played
No,
what?
I'm thinking of somebody else. I
Yeah,
was thinking of Adepticon. Did he go to Adepticon?
no,
Oh, so he hasn't played for a minute. Okay.
yeah. So I mean, like he
But
kind
he
of
did
was,
good in the GT.
yeah, yeah. And he brought his ogres back out, the monster truck ogres. So
Yep.
he's
His dad's over.
familiar. Yeah, he's familiar with playing the army, and he's played it well before.
He did
I
good in
think
our
it was just
GT.
like knocking the rust off, you know what I mean, type of game.
Sure.
And
And he did as well as I did, it looks like.
yeah, I beat him 43-10. I took a double so I could clear him up. Um, but I like it would have been a little bit of a different story. I think the turning point was I think it was on turn two. He picked Slay the Entourage against Usharan,
Yeah.
and he missed two charges with Stonehorns or whatever, the monster trucks. So he only got two out of the four in, and then he did, I think, six mortal wounds on the charge or something like that, and I awarded five of them. So, and then he proceeded to miss a bunch of attacks and didn't. I don't even think he wounded Ushran with any actual combat attacks.
Yeah.
So he failed his tactic, and then he was sitting out all alone, and I was able to get the charges off I needed to get off, and I picked off maybe three Stonehorns in a turn. So it was just one of those like brutal, mollywoppings or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well,
I'm not gonna
Luke's
apologize. Luke's a
Luke's been
decent
playing
player.
above his weight level for a little while, so he needed to be put back into a place, I guess. No, but honestly, Luke's a good player. So I mean, he's
He
done well with multiple teams. He
and
played
he
in Masters last year,
yeah
didn't he? So,
yeah and he did well the rest of the tournament. Like I think he had a 43-point win and a 50-0,
yeah.
or a 50-point win at the end. So
Just took him a minute to remember how to play.
yeah, yeah. So that was round one. Round two was against John Castle. I've played John a couple times. It's like a seesaw battle with John. It was like one he did good against me one time. I did decent against him another time, and this was kind of like the rubber match.
Yeah.
Um, but I was a little bit nervous because it was Iron Jaws with two reinforced brutes, a Maw Crusher. Oh, no, it wasn't Iron Jaws. It was actually Big Wah.
Okay. I was gonna say it says Iron Jaws right there,
Yeah, it
but
says
yeah, that
Iron
makes
Jaws, but it's you know what I mean. It's the Big Wah
the Army of Renown.
Army of Renown. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he brought a reinforced Gut Ripper unit and the Swamp Crawler Shaman. But
Okay.
uh, and two reinforced Brute Rekkas. So I was nervous about like him pushing forward just a little bit and then being in range to run and charge at me and you know do a crap ton of damage with everything.
Yeah.
So the first couple rounds were even score wise, but again there I had to take a double. I won a priority to get a double, and I had to take it or I was going to die
Yeah.
because he had two units of Morbeg Knights down to one model.
Oh shit. So yeah, if you don't go,
Yeah,
you're
then I
smoked.
just lose them. So I had to go use recursion to get those models back. Not all of them, but a decent amount of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then try to do as much damage as I could to him during my turn, my double. I kind of whiffed on the double a little bit, I didn't kill as much as I thought I was gonna. But then I won priority going into the next round, which, you know, I was able to go first again, and I get doubled back. So that was really the story. Like, I think if he would have got the double there, he would have done much better than I did on my double.
Yeah.
But I kept priority, and then his models don't come back, funny enough, when they die. So,
Well, not
um,
as easily anyway.
yeah. Oh, yeah. He did bring one group of Rekkas back at one point, but um, yeah, after those two or after the double turn, and then I won priority, he didn't have a whole lot left. He had a couple brutes in one unit, maybe like one brute left in another unit, and then I killed his Maw Crusher on that turn where I won priority. So
Yeah.
I think
Like,
like all the actual power was gone,
yeah.
and there was no way he was going to kill enough of my stuff to like be able to get on objectives when I left them and stuff like that. So
Not a lot of players play the Maw Crusher right now.
yeah, he held him back a little bit, um, and I'm not sure why he brought him exactly. Maybe because he likes the model, or I didn't ask him. Um, 'Cause I don't know if bringing like I don't know what you can bring in the Bigwa Army of Renown.
Everything, right?
I'm pretty sure you can. So I was kind of thinking like, oh, he said he was playing Bigwa, so I thought he's gonna bring the chicken,
Right.
because that would have gave him his wizard caster monster thing
Yeah.
that he could keep in the back. And he still had enough fighty power with the brutes and the ragers and the freaking even the gut rippers are like the mortal wounds on those dudes are crazy because they have the crit mortal on
Right.
fives
Yeah.
that you can give them fives. So when you got 20 of those dudes and they're two attacks apiece or something like that, it's like I think at one point he spiked off like 12 mortal wounds into my Morbeg Knights with him. I went, Jesus, man. So, I mean, they could have killed Ushiran on their own just with mortal wounds, but
Sure.
it didn't go that way. So I got the revenge game on John there. And then it was me against the world champ.
Oh, the world champ
The freshly returned to the U.S. world champ.
with a little
Um,
jet lag.
yeah, a little jet lag. I'm sure Mike got back from Austria and had to go straight back to work. And but Mike brought an interesting list, which we can talk about in a minute when we look at the placings. But he brought Archeon. That was the list.
Well, and Bellicor and Reinforced Warriors and some Sphinx and a Cast Lord. But I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
mostly Archeon, it sounds like.
Mostly, yeah. That was pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten the opportunity to play against that model, even back when he was actually ran a few times, like at the beginning of third, I think maybe. Um, I remember seeing him at a couple RTTs, I think at the game room or something. Somebody brought him out just because the
Sure.
model's cool. But I think Mike had said like, hey, whatever, I'm gonna play some fun Warhammer because I just played some real serious Warhammer for a long time, and low model count, cool models he did bring, and proceeded to show me why he's much better at Warhammer than me. So that was fun.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's always fun playing Mike because it's fun to play against him.
yeah,
Um,
like he's real good, but he's not an asshole.
yeah,
He
right.
beats me all the time. I came close once. That's it.
Yeah, cool. I thought maybe this was going to be a little closer of a matchup, but it got away from me. He did something I didn't expect him to do off the jump.
Avoided
Uh,
you.
yeah, he avoided getting slammed by a bunch of more big knights, and which was why he's smarter at playing this game than me, I guess.
Right.
Uh, but yeah, the list is real skewy because I'm sure it never gets ran ever anywhere. And the Chaos Knights, although they have a 3-up save and they're reinforced, like I did kill some of them, most of them, but I didn't know which avenue to go. Do I like try to take out Bellicor? But everything in his list had a little bit of something that could mess with your tactics, right?
Well, I mean, the Dread Banner
The Dread Banner
shuts down
automatically
all of
is yeah, just like no commands.
your commands. Conqueror's Crown makes you less control, right? Um, Sphinx, I don't even know. I can't remember.
The Sphinx rolls. He does like the Usheron thing where he rolls above your control score and you strike last.
Yeah.
So that was effective when he needed it to be. Um, Essentially, I was never really fighting um, Archeon first because he'd had that Finks there and he's just charge that Finks in when he wanted to, and then Archeon hits you once and you're almost dead afterwards. So it was never like he was never threatened.
Yeah.
And then Archeon has the I'm gonna take a free double turn thing where he sees the future. And that was cool because he did that to me, and that was fun. But also, like
Always
you know,
fun.
but Bellicor affects how you pick your tactics.
Yeah,
Because if
because
he
you can
still
just
has
shut a
his
unit down.
right, so if you're like, oh, I'm just going to seize the center with these 2 units, sorry, you can't move with one of
Well,
those or whatever, right? So that was a little tough to deal with. So it dictated how I did my tactic strategy because I didn't want to just be denied, right?
yeah.
So I had to do stuff I wouldn't have normally done just so I can score some points. And he edged me out. So congratulations, Mike. You finally beat me.
48-32.
Yeah, 48-32.
Edged you out. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just barely. If we would have had
That's
3 more rounds, I think it would have got him.
maybe. I don't think
Yeah.
you would have killed Archeon in 3 more rounds.
Oh no. I think if I would have got all my shit around him, I would have had a pretty good shot. But nevertheless, it was still fun. So, and I don't think even if I would have beat Mike there, I wouldn't have had enough points to be in the top, at least not top first position or whatever.
Yeah.
Might have been third maybe. But the placings went as follows. So we had three O's. Jeremiah Julian running his Sons of Behemoth.
50, 40, 50.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then,
Although he did play Max in the last round, and Max literally knows how to play his army, and that's it.
yeah,
Because I taught him, and so he was like, man, I don't know why doesn't everybody just play Giants? Giants are the most unbeatable thing in the game. So he's I mean he's got very little experience.
yeah.
So
We'll have to set up a game with me and Max and see how he thinks about the recursion effect.
yeah.
He won't like that either. But as mentioned, Mike beat me to jump himself up into second place.
Yeah.
And then Mitch Jones, newcomer to the RTT scene.
And newcomer to our team.
Yes, new team member, Mitch Jones from the Toledo area. Brought his Seraphon monsters and proceeded not to lose a game.
It's an interesting list.
Yeah.
Croak, a Stag, a
We can
Carnosaur.
look at them.
I'm looking at it. Bring it up.
I got it.
Scarvet on Carnosaur, a Bastillodon with the Arc, a Skink Oracle on Trog, another Stag, and then the Engine of the Gods. with 5 little Starstone bolas. So I mean that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monsters, croak, and some little chameleon skinks. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how this list plays. I've played Mitch a couple times before, and he's brought like um the big I don't
He
know,
likes his big
Carnosaurs.
monster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think I think I want to say I'm 1-1 against Mitch, but both of his lists were very similar when we played before because it was like
Yeah, but I don't think he usually brings
mid
croak. I
third.
think this might be his first time playing with croak, or not
Yeah,
like not his first time, I'm sure, but like he doesn't generally speaking because the guys he plays with are kind of like, you know, for fun guys.
yeah.
And so he doesn't usually play with croak, but he brought him.
Let's take a look at Mike's list just because we'll just go review the three O's. Um, so as we mentioned before, low model count. This is the whole list. Archeon, the Chaos Lord, Bellicor, a reinforced Chaos Warriors, and the Mind Stealer Finks. That's it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Um, it's a fun list, I suppose, and Mike pilots really well. Good
Yeah.
job, Mike. And I did not look at Jeremiah's winning list beforehand, so this is my first time seeing it. Similar to Mike's list, low model count and big dudes: King Broad, Gatebreaker, and Kraken Eater.
Yeah. Typical list, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, I
and
think you just need Brog, and then anything else you bring other than him is
yeah,
whatever.
and Jeremiah almost didn't come.
Yeah, I think he had to find someone like the guy he was going to come with was going to bail or something.
Oh
Is
no,
that
John Castle he came with, but John wasn't originally in the tournament. Like he had to wait for a drop to get in or whatever. He got in like the last day.
got it? Oh, he brought King Broad's Stomp. He ain't
Yeah,
playing no fucking jank ass fucking Sons of Bama.
yeah.
Army Renown in it. Okay.
I don't know what you get in King Broad's Stomp
I don't know
opposed to
either.
the regular one.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what I did do. I went to the shop yesterday and I picked up King Broad.
Yeah,
And then I reached out to Top Flight because he painted the rest of my giants, and I'm like, all right, brother, got a giant for you. Let's make this happen. So
Jeremiah,
maybe.
you have influenced Josh to purchase more models. Congratulations.
Well, I also picked up the box set for the Soul Blight because like we talked about it, and I have a lot of Soul Blight already painted, so I could probably make an army out of that pretty easily. So
Yeah, I think
that being
you
said,
will like that. I think.
I do like some giants. I did go 3-2 with giants at what was it, Nova a couple years ago? Not Nova, Novi. It was something Mayhem, Motor City
Oh
Mayhem.
yeah, Motor City Mayhem. Yeah.
So, and what was I playing there? Two giants and
Kragnos,
Kragnos and some little fellas.
I think, or maybe it was three bigs and a Kragnos.
I don't have three big, so it couldn't have been.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was littles. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, maybe you just don't know exactly. Maybe you think you're a different player than what you are, and you need to like figure it out.
Well, I play a lot of different things. I try them all. I don't know. But yeah, so we're gonna go back to some death for a little bit and play around with it just because of the new book coming out in what 2 weeks. Um,
Yeah,
I'll have the book because I got the box, and we'll just go from there.
gonna be real strong.
We'll
A
see.
lot of people talking about how real strong it's going to be.
Yeah, well, I think that there's going to be multiple ways to play it, and that's the key because it will be really strong and it will get nerfed. But then something else will be good, and then that'll get nerfed. And I think something else will still be good. So I think there's a few ways to play it. I think probably Black Knights, and then Blood Knights, and then Graveguard or Borrow Guard or whatever they're called now.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be the way that Death goes here for the next couple months, just as they change points around. But as it is, I'll probably start with Black Knights because I have 10 and I just got 5 more in another box. So I only need 5 more just to play it. And the rest of the stuff I pretty much have. So we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We will see.
I think it'll do better than your attempt at Lumineth.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, Lumineth is more of a stand around army, and I don't like to stand around. So hopefully I can do better with it. That's why I kind of liked Giants the time I played it because I mean you just walk forward, stand on circles, stuff comes to you, you punch it in the face, the huge. So I
Yeah,
am not.
maybe you're a smooth brain player.
Yeah, well, obviously. Well, no, because I played a lot of what's that stupid army?
Zinch.
Slaves, and I didn't do great with that either, but that was just mostly testing with you, I guess.
Yeah.
And maybe I played really well with Corn, and that was
Oh yeah.
that was not a smooth brain army back in the day. So I don't know. Oh, you brought up the stats.
Yeah. So these are the stat sheet, which is available via Google Doc that we shared. So everybody will be able to get a chance to look at this thing. I think I pinned it actually in the Discord. So the link's there for anybody to check it out. So basically, this works. We're going to download all of the stats out of BCP, which we'll keep on the tabs at the bottom here. And the first tab is just going to be a collective of all of the cumulative points. Of course, this is only going to show one event because we've only had one. But we're going to track, obviously, all the players, their wins, losses, and ties, their total battle points, the battle tactics completed. I do have a couple categories in here just in case we have some kind of weird tie thing. So we have strength of schedule for both wins and opponent wins and opponent's battle points against you, or average battle points. I don't think those will really come into play, but there may be some kind of weird odd thing where someone's actually tied with somebody points wise. So those are just there for that reason. Not like we're really keeping track of that, but the fun stats we're going to keep track of outside of BCP are as follows. We do general kills, we do hero kills, monster kills, enemy points killed with an asterisk because that is only complete full units that have died get recorded as points, just so the math is real easy for people to figure out. You do not get any points for killing 3 models out of a 10 model squad. You have to completely kill the whole unit. If there is recursion and a unit is brought back onto the board at half strength and you kill that unit, it is a new unit and you'll get points for that too. Well, you can see here are the point totals for everybody's kills over the 3 rounds. We have a bounty achieved category, which we actually randomly selected 3 people. It didn't seem random, but it was. and those three people had a bounty on their head for the entire day, and apparently only one person beat any of those guys.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, which is silly. Um, but although we do have two people that didn't turn in their scorecards, so maybe they got those wins. I don't know.
Got to turn them in.
Got to turn them in. I reached out to Andrew and he says that he forgot and that he was gonna turn it back into me. So we'll see if we get that. Now
Get it?
I guess so. Yeah. But the other guy was someone that was new and I didn't know. It was Shane Grobel. So if anybody knows Shane, um,
Shame.
yeah,
Shame.
tell him to turn his sheet in.
Yeah.
And our last category is Grudges 1. So just incentivizes more of the grudge match situation round one of tournaments. I don't think we really see that barely ever. Sometimes in RTTs, if a couple buddies haven't played in a while or something, they'll grudge match each other. But um, we did have 4 grudges set up. I think
So
it
you
was 4.
automatically have 4 winners.
Yeah. So um, Jack and Mike played a grudge match. Myself and Luke, Andrew and CK, I believe, and then you and Max.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's pretty fun. So we're gonna keep these stats all the way through the end of the year and see how they turn out.
That'd
And
be fun.
yeah, I think we'll have to come up with some kind of fun little prizes. Maybe we can make up some trophies or something, maybe for some of these categories, just to I think that's a work in progress right now. We haven't talked a ton about it, but
I just
I think
want
it
to
would
point
be
out I'm tied
something
for
special.
first with general kills.
Oh, is that
Killed the
right?
general all 3 games.
Well, it's good because you 0-3 record is you
Okay.
gotta look for something.
But I'm in there. I've got a
I did.
shot.
I guess let's look at that because I didn't review this like 100%. I added all the stuff up and put it in here.
Yeah.
But 3 general kills is the max you could get, right? So
Well,
unless you
although
had a
if
war
somebody was
master, I
playing a
guess. So
Larial,
yeah, oh, you could kill her twice. Yeah,
you could kill her twice. But nobody played a Larial, I don't
yeah.
think.
Um, hero kills is interesting to me because there was like a lot of variance.
Yeah.
So it was like 3 people with 9 hero kills.
No, that's oh yeah, 9 hero kills. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
That's a
wow.
lot.
Yeah,
Like that means one person that was 0-3 brought um a bunch of heroes, and all 3 of those people played him and killed all the heroes.
CK had 9 hero kills.
Because I mean that's 3 per game.
Mitch and John Castle. That's crazy. That is crazy. John Castle had 9 hero kills. He played me, didn't kill one hero.
So he killed 9 in 2 games.
Yeah, he had to play some hero heavy dudes list or something because that's wild.
Well,
Wow.
now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Let's see what Johnny Boy did here. He played Jacob Ewan and Shane Grobel. Shane had Ushran, Abhorrent Archregent, Marrow Scroll Herald. So three. So he had to kill 6 from Jacob's army.
Did somebody
Okay,
actually bring 6?
Bloodthirster, Slaughter Priest,
Well,
Bran,
bloodthirsters could
Gunner
get
Bran, Singry
brought
Bran.
back.
So, and the Regiment of Renown has 1, 2, 3 characters in it. So 3, 6, or 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm guessing
He tabled them. I'm sure.
Jacob McEwen lost his characters every game. I mean, that's 6 people.
Yeah, that's wild.
So he killed all of those, and then all 3 of the
Yeah.
characters for the effect player. Wow.
Monster kills were, there was a couple people high on monster kills too.
Well, there was a couple people with a lot of monsters.
No, I know. Jack Callwood takes the monster killer
Week
title
one.
for week 1. Uh, he had 9 monster kills,
Wow.
and
Well, he killed both of Ethan's probably.
I had 8. But I played Luke, and all he had was monsters.
Oh, that's true.
So
Coward killed all of Ethan's. Rob Mulshine had a couple probably.
oh, but he had giants.
Oh, okay. So he
And I
killed.
think he tabled Rob.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, cool. We had a lot of monsters, I guess.
Yeah, which is
in
interesting.
RTT. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be kind of a lame category because I didn't think there'd be a ton of monsters.
I guess if you have, yeah, well, if you bring there's two giant lists, a Stonehorn list,
Yeah.
and then a lot of armies had at least 1 or 2
Yeah, one.
monsters in it.
So,
So yeah, cool. Points killed. This was kind of weird because it didn't directly relate into like wins and losses like I thought it would. Um, like the top 3 had over 4,000 points killed, but in 4th place was under 3,000 points. So yeah, so Gabe went 2-1, finished in 4th, and didn't kill nearly as much as everyone else did.
So he just won with tactics and points and just standing on
Yeah,
objectives, which makes sense. He's playing Skaven. He doesn't have to kill anything. He just has to out control him.
right. And Mike's fuck around and be fun list killed the most stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jeremiah says Gabe only scored 500 points from him.
That's why he killed one of your models.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. He's not going to kill a lot of giants. I mean, that's a super DPS check, and Skaven doesn't have the deeps.
Yeah, unless you, I don't know. They have to turn their whole army on one, and hope.
Yeah,
which probably happened on Gabe's real good turn, probably until Jeremiah got into him. I bet. But yeah, I mean, like, well, even you scored, like, you killed 3,160 points of stuff.
I killed a lot of stuff, but not enough.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you could have fit in anywhere in this list, kill wise. So I'm not sure about this. This is the dark horse category because I don't even know what it's going to end up meaning. You know?
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting nonetheless. It's good. It's cool, and that's why we're doing it.
Yeah. So and nobody does this as far as I'm aware. Nobody just keeps stats for an RTT season. Maybe someone will do like a Path to Glory season, or like some kind of store league tournament scenario.
Yeah.
But nothing like, hey, we're just going to run a bunch of RTTs and we're going to compile data. And that's what we're doing. So
yeah,
we're trend setting. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Evolve and change the game, they say.
Well, I mean, we'll have the data. I don't know what we'll do with it.
Well, nothing. We're just gonna like do this and be like, hey, look at that.
Talk about it and give out prizes.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing we do like to do is give out prizes. So.
Yep. So, as a side note, well, I guess a couple things. So, the next RTT will be let me pull it up.
June 21st, right?
I believe it is. Yeah.
Yep.
There it is. June 21st at Our House Games in Monroe again. But please read the red text. This is the Random Army Day. So we've had discussions in the Discord about this over the course of the last couple of months. We ironed out the rules that we're going to do for this. There is a rules link in the BCP event. So there is the Google Doc for the Random Army rules. And also in the BCP is the link for the stat sheet that we just looked over. But essentially the way the Random Army Day is going to work is you are going to bring an army. Hopefully you bring the book or the War Scroll cards at least with that army. And you don't play it when you arrive. You bring it. So we have, however many players we have, that many armies. And then we're going to randomly draw the army that you will play. And then you'll collect the models and the rules if you don't already have them or have access to them. And then you'll play that army for the day. There are restrictions on list building a little bit. So we've kind of tried to cut down like some of the super complicated synergies and stuff in armies via like their unique model heroes and such. We just kind of want it to be like simple war scrolls. You fight your units against other people's units, and let's just kind of have fun and see who can play Warhammer the best with random armies. We are going to do a gift or a giveaway or something, maybe a trophy for the normal first, second, and third, but also the person that writes the winning list. So there's a little bit of incentive even if you get stuck playing an army that you're no good at or haven't played it a lot with or something, but maybe your list someone won with. So that's kind of fun too.
Yeah, and I think the plan will be to, I mean, you could bring just absolute dog water, but I mean, you want everyone else to have fun too. So I mean, I guess, I mean, my first thought was like, well, I'm bringing fucking just goblin fanatics, and whoever plays that army is gonna lose because they're gonna just have goblin fanatics. But that's not gonna be that fun to play. So
I
we
think,
will be fine.
I think though, like going into it, I don't think like you you should just play to have fun at this one. Like
Well, yeah, but
there's
I mean, I don't think you want to send somebody a shitty list because if you do, then
no
they may
no
not
I
have a good time, and then
yeah
you don't want people dropping out of a three game tournament because, well, I don't have a chance. I'm playing with all boo. What are those ghost boos or uh, cross boos or whatever?
yeah,
Like,
but
I
like
mean,
no one's gonna own so much of the worst stuff that they could field a whole list with it, except you. Um, but like what I would caution you against if you plan on attending this event is you are going to have someone else play with your models. Although you know probably about just about 100% of the people we play with in our community are real stand-up human beings and wouldn't maliciously uh, break your models or something. But again, accidents do happen, so I would caution on bringing painted stuff that you really like and cared about. Um, maybe maybe this is the opportunity to play your gray pile of shame. You know what I mean? Or at least bring it. I mean, I
right? You're not gonna get
got
to play it.
you know 13,000 points of Stormcast unpainted, so I can definitely bring something along those lines or whatever. So um, yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I would say is don't bring your your best painted army to this event just to avoid any kind of headaches along with that. Um, or you bring something that's off the wall, or kind of like a meme list because you got 40 uh, liberators sitting in a box because you never play them or whatever.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So I think in theory it'll be real fun. We'll see how it goes in June. Um, it's our idea, anyways, was like this will be like the RTT where you send off the old GHB.
Yep. Hopefully
Now,
the new one doesn't come out before that.
now I don't. Yeah, I don't know. There's people were talking about it at the on Saturday that maybe the GHB will be out before June 21st. Um, I guess if it is, it is. And we start the edition with a crazy day. I don't really know. But it's out there, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try it. See how the community likes this crazy, wacky RTT.
I mean, I guess if we don't get signups, we'll know better, and then we'll have to figure something else out.
Yeah, I mean,
We've
it's
already
just
got
whatever.
4.
Yeah, 4 signups already. And it's what, like 2 months away now?
Yeah.
Two and some change. Or not two and some change.
No, it's next month. It's about
Next
a month and
month
like
and a week, or month and 2 weeks away, or
month and
something
8
like that.
days.
Yeah. So, if you're looking to come to some kind of a fun event that you've never done before, this is the one, I think. Or if it's you want to just roll the dice, so they say, and play something you never played before, or test your skills out on learning something in about 30 minutes and going with it. I don't know how this is going to fly either, but we cooked this brainstorm up one day, and we said, I think we get a little bit of the community's help building the rules for this, and we did that. So fingers crossed, it's fun enough to do like once a year, and if not, maybe we'll come up with some other fun thing other than just the normal uh, RTT. So.
Sounds good to me.
I guess in closing, you know what? We should mention this. Um, I did take a look at some new venues for our GT coming up in February, and I think we have the place. I looked at a few places, only because the place we were at last year closed.
Sad news.
Yeah, they closed up shop. They couldn't work out the lease agreement with the building owners going forward, so they are no longer in business there. Um, so we had to pivot. I would have liked to have it there again. I think everything worked out like 100% a-okay there.
It was great.
Yeah, but we have a new venue. It's downtown Monroe. It is it's a rental hall that's in an older style building, but the first floor of the hall has a restaurant and bar in it. And I talked to the owner of the hall, and she owns both businesses, so um, she said they won't have a problem feeding us and serving us drinks there. So I think we're gonna end up going with them. I told her to pencil us in currently right now, and the only thing we really have to do with that is, I think, probably put a down payment on the rental or something like that. So once we're 100% on that, we'll take care of that. But yeah, so we're gonna start the ball rolling toward that late February GT again. So.
Love to see it.
Other than that, I think there's no other actual real news that we're putting out as of yet. Like I said, I think maybe next week we'll cover some of that
We
Uh,
should talk about
Scourge.
gray matter. Just we our code's still on the screen, right?
It
For
is
gray matter
not.
games.
I don't know where it went.
All right. Well, do you know the code?
It's on this screen. Yeah, you can get 5% off at Gray Matter Gaming with code OMG, all
Yep.
caps.
They still sponsor us for all our tournaments, so got to give them a shout out. Another thing that we want you to do: click like and subscribe right here on YouTube. Join us on. There you go. There's the code. Join us on what Discord. That's our number one spot for
Yep.
chatting. We're on Facebook. We're on Insta. We're on fucking Snapchat. Are we on Snapchat?
No.
Oh,
But we are
TikTok.
on TikTok, yeah.
We're on Blue Sky. I don't know if we checked Blue Sky. We only got on there for Rob. But we're on a lot of things. Click all the stuff, join all the groups, follow along. Like we said, we have all these conversations about what we're going to do in tournaments and things like that on our website. We also plan shows a lot of times on Discord. Like if we don't have a lot to talk about and it's been a minute, we'll do like some pimp my list shows. We get a lot of people that are into those. So, I mean, it's worth it to follow along because you get included in our group, and we love to chat with you guys and stuff like that. Leave a message. Tell us what you think of this new show where we didn't talk about any shit in the beginning. We just rolled. Maybe you like it better. I don't know. We usually just start with the same theme every show, but this one we just kind of went for it. So I don't know. Do you have anything else to say?
Um, nope.
Okay. Goodbye, friends.